Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Deza and so today we're gonna be talking about 5 things that you should keep in mind before you come to India. We all know that India is a very different country, pretty much from any other country. So I think these 5 things will be important when you come to India for the first time. It doesn't matter if you're coming as a tourist or if you're coming to live here for some time. These 5 things I think will help you to get a little bit less frustrated and to be a little bit more prepared once you arrive here. So let's jump right into it. Keep in mind that India is a huge country. So when we say India, we tend to put everything in one small bag and have many different thoughts about it. But India is a huge country, so there are many religions here that live peacefully together, and there are many languages. So if you guys, to have an idea, there are 23 official languages in India and more than 1,000 other languages that are spoken widely here. So India is almost like, they call it a subcontinent, and it is because it's huge and there are many differences. If you go from one state to another, you will already find different languages and different food and a completely different culture. So yeah, keep in mind that India is huge. Even if you think about North India and South India, it's completely different. It's like it's 2 different countries. From my personal experience, I went to South India with my boyfriend. He's Indian and he's from North India. He's here from Delhi, where I live. And we went to Kerala, which is a state in South India. And when we reached there, it's a completely different language, like completely, like even the way they write it, it's completely different. He couldn't understand anything they were saying, so the communication was all in English. And yes, so English is one of the official languages, even though I think the most spoken one is Hindi. So weather here in India, it tends to vary a lot. Basically depends where you're going, if you're going south, if you're going north, if you're going extreme north. I live in Delhi, so in Delhi weather is pretty much winter and summer. You don't see many difference between fall and spring. It will either be very hot or cold. But if you go to North India, like where the Himalayas are, it will be really cold. Depending if you're going on winter, it will be really cold. You will see snow, you're gonna see glaciers. It will be a very different experience. And if you go south, it becomes like a tropical climate in which is very humid and very hot. It doesn't get very cold there. So keep in mind the weather and the region where you're going, and research a lot about where you're going specifically in India, so you don't get into any troubles because of weather. India is a very unpredictable country in all senses. You shouldn't expect things to work here the first time. And I mean in a way, like even the smallest things that are pretty straightforward everywhere else are gonna come with a little bit of hassle. For example, if you want to order an Uber here, now I have to say that it have gotten a little bit better. But even if as simple as ordering a Uber, which is basically clicking few buttons and getting a car to take you somewhere, in India it will take a little bit more. Probably the driver will call you a few times and ask you where you're going. And if he doesn't like your destination, he most likely will cancel. If you're going too far or if there is a lot of traffic where you're going, he can cancel your trip. And that will go as far as hotel bookings and train bookings. They are not as easy as you would think. And a lot of things, if they can go wrong, they probably will go wrong here. So keep in mind that a lot of things can happen. It's very unpredictable. And just keep that in mind so you don't get frustrated about that when things get a little bit out of the way. If you're a foreigner in India, you'll be pretty much be different from people here, especially if you are blonde with blue eyes and very, very white. You will stand up in the middle of a crowd and people will stare. I would not lie, people stare a lot at foreigners here. Even now I have a little bit brown hair, a little bit darker hair, but I still look like a foreigner. I still look a little bit whiter, and my curly hair gets attention a lot. So they stare at me a lot, and they will stare at you for sure. And one thing that they always do, like everywhere I think, they treat you almost like a celebrity. They will come to you and they will ask to take pictures with you. Once I had one family came to me, and I think I was in Taj Mahal or something, and one family came to me and gave me their baby so I could hold, and they took a picture of me holding the baby, which was a very odd experience to say the least. But yeah, you will be treated like a celebrity and they will want to take pictures of you. You will see guys or girls staring at you, and sometimes they have a kind of a phone hidden a little bit and trying to take pictures of you. So yeah, staring happens a lot, and also pictures happens a lot. India has a lot of diversity. It's a very diverse country, so there is a lot of stereotypes around India, and I think mostly of the stereotypes are about how poor India is, and there are many poor people on the streets, and about dirtiness and all this kind of things, and noisy and pollution. So some of those stereotypes are definitely true. Like in New Delhi, for example, is a very polluted city. Sometimes of the year is very hard to breathe here. And of course there is poverty in India. Of course there is dirtiness in India. But you should also keep in mind that the opposite is also true. In the same time that there is a lot of poverty here, there is a lot of richness. And it's very visible. Like where I come from in Brazil, I feel that it's very divided. The poor people are in one side and the rich people are in another side. But here it doesn't matter. You will see richness and poverty like side to side, side by side. So keep in mind that it's very diverse. You're gonna see all kinds of things here. There is a lot of traffic, there is a lot of noise, but if you go to other parts of India, you will be pretty calm. Don't forget that India is the country of yoga, which, I mean, yoga and meditation, so there is some calmness here also. So that was the 5 things that you should keep in mind before you come here. I think they will help you to go through the Indian experience a little bit smoothly, and hope you guys enjoyed, and like it and share with anyone that you like, that you think might like to know about India, that is coming to India soon. Thank you so much for watching.